I live in Texas. I'm a medical doctor. My specialty is emergency medicine. I mean, mostly day to day, I just enjoy spending time with my family. When I have time, I enjoy fishing and traveling. I mainly do fly fishing, like in rivers for trout is what I enjoy. So we like to travel to Colorado where the mountains are and usually during the summer do fishing around Colorado. Yes, last year was my first time to visit Japan. A little bit of it was for work-related conference, but I spent about a week in Okinawa and then some time in Tokyo as well, traveling back and forth. So that's when I really fell in love with Japan. It really was my goal was after visiting Japan last year, I wanted to be able to, talk with, people I met and a little more easily. So once we started planning the trip later this year, I wanted to start learning Japanese phrases I could use so that I could, communicate better and make some friends maybe. So that was the reason I wanted to start learning Japanese. I mean, many people were able to speak, in the hotels and could speak, English, but when I was out in the izakaya and there was a lot of people that couldn't speak English, and just a lot of interesting people that were, in Okinawa that I couldn't talk with. So that was the reason I wanted to pick up some Japanese before traveling there again. Not really. I mean, kind of before and after my first trip, I watched some YouTube videos and tried to pick up some phrases and different things. But I realized after that trip last year, I wanted to, be a little more confident and not just know some phrases, but I wanted to be able to understand when people ask me questions. So that's why I wanted to kind of do a little more thorough program to try to learn Japanese. I mean, for now, I want to be able to just have basic conversations with people when I travel. Although the more I do it, the more I love it. So even at this point, even though I don't need to be in one just to go on vacation to Japan, but I do think I want to continue learning. Even after my trip, I want to continue learning with AOJ, hopefully. I mean, probably my favorite word is tokidoki. For some reason, I also like saying really long Japanese words like kabushiki gaisha. I don't really remember how I came across the school's website. It may have been from your YouTube channel or doing a Google search for Japanese online language programs. Before registering, you guys offer like a practice class so I did attend that and then kind of looked over the information on the website. And what really appealed to me was, it was a really structured program. So, you have the course already built, you have the lessons, but then, just the icing on top of the cake was the live lessons, because I really wanted to be able to practice speaking. And so that made me decide that I wanted to give it a try. And And then of course the price of it, I think, is amazing. I think you guys could probably double your price and it would, or more, and it would still be well worth it. Considering if people that sign up and do like italki or something where they, you pay for somebody for an hour long lesson. I mean, the price is amazing for AOJ compared to that. I mean, I don't think it's hard to keep up. I think, there's the realization after you start that you do, the classes occur, routinely twice a week. And so, it's always best to have studied the material beforehand. So kind of once you get in that rhythm, you're going to be spending a certain number of hours a week just to prepare for the live class. And I think as long as you can dedicate a couple hours a week, then it's not a problem. I'm kind of an older guy, so I don't have a lot of experience like taking online college courses. We didn't have that when I went to college. But I think it's kind of, the best of both worlds. Because of the live class, it feels very similar to a live class. You can ask questions, we get to talk freely in class. The other benefit is that, when you are on a schedule, like a work schedule or school schedule outside of AOJ, the lessons are available 24 hours a day. You can do them in the morning, you can do them in the middle of the night. It's kind of like the best of both worlds. Everything's recorded. You can review everything over and over again, because, you guys give us access to that, so yeah, it's great. Yeah, the twice a week classes are really, great because, oftentimes I have questions about something and we can ask our teacher directly. But then there's also, on the website, you guys have the messaging capability, and I do talk with one other student sometimes, message back and forth about the tests and different things coming up. But also I ask questions of my teacher as well pretty often. I would say specifically for AOJ, probably 2 hours a week outside of. But my wife will tell you I probably actually spend more than that because I like to make flashcards and I like to watch YouTube videos of or anime or something in Japanese to try to improve my comprehension. Yeah, I absolutely would recommend it. It's been great for me. Anyone who, like me, can't move to Japan, for a couple of years and learn Japanese, or even 6 months, I think this is like the next best alternative to living in Japan and learning Japanese. So yeah, I would highly recommend it. This may sound kind of cliche, but I would just say do it. Just sign up and start, because you guys have such an amazing and fair cancellation policy. If something happens or for whatever reason it doesn't end up being a good fit for somebody, you guys make it very easy to stop. And so I think it's really, there's nothing to lose really by signing up and trying it. I would just say anyone thinking about it, just do it and see how you like the first month or so. And I have a feeling they'll fall in love with it and want to continue like I have. My sensei is so kind and patient with me. That's definitely my favorite part. And then you guys offer the culture live streams as well. I've really enjoyed doing those. I don't speak very well necessarily on those. I know there's, but yeah, I enjoy learning about what you guys are teaching, and hope you guys will do more of those as well. I think, whether or not they're trying to just learn on their own or using a program like AOJ, I think just you have to dedicate time every week consistently to learning. And that's what's so great about AOJ with me especially, is it holds me accountable. I know that I'm going to be live in class with my teacher and other students. It just pushes me to make sure I'm keeping up and watching the videos and practicing, doing the quizzes and all of that. People will make progress, I think, on their own, even if they just dedicate time consistently to learning vocabulary and practicing speaking and practicing, listening. I think, you'll make progress. Now, you'll make faster progress with AOJ for sure, because it is very structured and so, yeah, that's what I'd have to say.